Hey, Pisces. Mel, Intuitive Coach here. Excited to bring in your January 2025 career and money reading. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Pisces, welcome. This is a powerful month, not just because it's the first month of a brand new year, but we are shifting from Aries and Libra in the North and South node into Pisces North node and Virgo South. So what does that mean? It means that there's a big focus on your energy and taking a look at how we can integrate our spiritual and intuitive side, which is a big part of who you are, Pisces, and how we can blend that into our everyday lives, including our career. So I feel like you are shifting things. The way that you feel about people, places, things are shifting on a very profound level. And you've dealt with some stuff is what I'm getting. You have dealt with some challenges, but this is a time to trust and know that the universe is taking good care of you, because in the recent past, you do have some sort of angelic help being offered to you. You have the angels coming in here. It says there's a career or blessing lining up for you. So stay positive and believe. There's a message around your belief system. There's a message around hope, not giving up on a dream. Your prayers are being answered. You're going to see that some things that have been very challenging for you, solutions are coming in. And it could even be through some sort of ending, okay? Some sort of ending may have already occurred, or it could occur for you, but I actually feel like you are the recipient of something good. So there will be good that comes out of the challenge, and the angels are here to remind you. You may also have a loved one or loved ones in spirit who are helping you and guiding you at this time. Pay attention to the signs that your angels and spirit team is sending you. So you may have already received some of the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, because this is your past position. But I also feel like this is you asking. This is you asking for help, asking the universe, praying, what direction do I go in? How do I trust in my true inner compass? And I feel like there's a path of exploration. There is a new path ahead here for you. I see that in your energy. Now, in the month of January, you have the ornaments card. I love this. This is my Sagittarian energy, and it can even be like a celebration. This is extra money, mature investments. I feel like you could be paying some things off, or that's what you are weighing up in the month of January. What can I pay off this year? Or what do I need to do to reach some financial goals? Some of you may be saving for a trip, saving for, maybe a wedding or a home, saving for a vehicle. There's something you're going to be saving a little bit more on. And I feel like you're going to reach that maturity of, hitting the goal number that you want in order for you to receive the abundance, okay? Receive the abundance. Now, some of you could even be retired, or you work in the beauty industry, retail business. I see someone doing mechanical work or some sort of laborious work. So maybe you're building a home, or you are receiving help on maybe a piece that went wrong on a vehicle or a sink or something of that nature. So even if that shows up, I feel like you'll have the extra money to take care of that, or perhaps someone that can fix that for you. I feel like there's something that shows up mechanically. So again, with a vehicle or with an appliance that is fixed, and maybe it's covered under warranty, or it just feels like some work is getting done, but I actually feel good about it. Like it's either covered, you don't have to pay for it, or someone that's going to help you out. So if that does happen, I feel like there's protection around it, okay? Now, you also have some money coming in, some coming back to you. Maybe this has to do with like taxes, or, you could have a certificate of deposit, like a CD or something that has matured, and you may be renewing it. You may be renewing a policy. Some sort of policy may have ended, and maybe you can renew at a new different rate. Maybe this is insurance, or, health. It could be your car because of that mechanical vibe I'm getting here. I feel like you can get something at a better deal. Now, Pisces, we have the Crown card in your future position. This is overcoming obstacles. Some of you have dealt with a little bit of a power struggle or a power play between you and an authority figure. Okay, potentially a boss. I'm just looking here to see if we have maybe an emperor. Oh, well, we have the devil in your hopes and fears. So there could be something or someone toxic that you've been dealing with, and it feels like you're taking charge of a situation. If you are your own owner or boss, I feel like there may have been some financial struggles or difficulties, maybe setting boundaries, maybe even looking at effective cost, reducing ways for you to make more money or save more money here. I also see if you work in the corporate world and you were dealing with someone who is overly bossy or overly authoritarian, I just feel like there is going to be solutions here. You will overcome some of these obstacles. All right, bottom of the deck, you have the wings. This is my Aquarian energy. Now, Aquarius comes before you, Pisces, the end of January into mid to end of February. So this is about rising above money issues. And if you have a business, I do feel like this is the year where you really take off. This can be profit. Some of you, it's spiritual work, life purpose, and mission. And that's what you are all about. And I feel like you apply that energy to every area of your life. Your spiritual self flows out into your career, into your money, into your relationships, into your health. So this is a big spiritual year for you. Like I said, with your energy being in the North Node, I feel like you're becoming more vulnerable, which means sometimes things are more emotional to you. Sometimes you may feel more intently than you did in the past. And you may be thinking, oh, great, Mel, I don't want to cry in the middle of giving a presentation. Now, I don't feel like you're going to lose control over your emotions, Pisces. I just feel like you are being touched, maybe touched by an angel. I feel like you're being touched and moved and more inspired this year by your path ahead. And a lot of you do monetize or you make money doing something that you love. This could also be what you're building up, maybe on the side, or if you have been asking for a new income source or asking for guidance or help. I see it coming. Not only do you have angelic help, but you have the angel wings here. So you're definitely tapping into some angelic energies. So this is beautiful. And there we have the mask right behind it. For those of you that dealt with, again, an authority figure or just someone who maybe thought they were an authority figure, right? They thought they were up here, but really they were down here in some way. Maybe someone stole your ideas, or there may have been a cyber attack or theft even. This can be secrets may have come out. I just feel like you're protected or you're rising above whatever this was for you. Now, I also see you acting or getting some sort of assistance. It feels like there's a hidden energy here in a good way. Now, for some of you, yes, this past energy wasn't very good, but something else showing up is actually hidden from you at this time. But I feel like it's coming in by Pisces season. So February, you're going to see that there's a good gift, and this could even be a spiritual gift of yours, or it could be something that you've been building in silence that you're ready to launch, you're ready to kind of spread your wings on and peacock out, which is interesting because that was Aquarian's energy around peacocking. So Aquarius season is again January to mid-February, so it could even be by that time you're ready to put yourself out there and you see some beautiful blessings coming in by your birthday, Pisces. So let's dive in here. You have the Five of Cups showing up right off the bat, and it almost feels like these two are a little bit intertwined, your challenge and your main energy. So we have the Five of Cups and the Six of Wands. So the Five of Cups tells you that there's been some sort of loss, okay? Loss, maybe physical loss, loss of a loved one. This could be loss of finances, loss of an income source, or perhaps the loss of an idea even, where we have ideas that come to us and then we don't ground them into reality. That's why that Pisces Virgo mix, is coming in on a collective level this year, and we have it all throughout the year. And this is better better times ahead. And look what it says here on the card. It says hidden solutions. Hidden solutions. So there is a hidden solution here that you are going to see showing up that's going to help you overcome these obstacles and rise above money issues, because you've gone through some sort of a loss. And I see that you're also, again, I keep getting protected. So for whatever reason, if you feel like you're not protected, or maybe you are getting yourself protected, maybe this is insurance, maybe this is a warranty, like look into those things. I feel like this is also spiritually, you are protected. Better times ahead means that Six of Wands is crossing the better times ahead. This is about shining your inner light. It is a moment of glory. And when it shows up as crossing your path, some of you felt like a failure. You felt overlooked, or you felt unrecognizable. Who am I? Who am I? What am I doing? What's my mission? What's my purpose? And I feel like this is the time you're really getting back in touch with yourself. I feel like you're really starting to build this momentum. Maybe there was a tad bit of procrastination, or you've dealt with that devil energy that I see in your hopes and fears. It's not showing up in your overall energy, but it is a hope and fear, most likely because you've dealt with the energy before. And sometimes that devil can be procrastination. It can be addictions. It can be anything that we obsess about. It can even be stuck in a cycle where we're bonded to it. It can be codependency, or even manipulation, even materialism, or whatever we tend to overdo. And I feel like you're rising up out of whatever you were stuck in, whatever had held you back because of some sort of a loss. It feels like there was a loss and then it spiraled, right? Then something spiraled maybe into that devil energy. And I feel like you're coming back out of that, because what's below you here is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so some of you, there was someone or a part of yourself that really is showing up with a mask. I mean, the weasel is the devil. It says the devil is in the details. Yeah, so there's that devil showing up again. And this is secrecy, masks. So we're going to go back to this mask card, because this is in your deep past. And that's why it's difficult for you to embrace some new beginnings, because something of the past keeps either replaying out for you. But I actually see you're moving on from it. I feel like you are maybe accepting. There's a level of acceptance. There's a level of trust, and actually seeing it from a perspective of, how did this guide me? How did this show up for me, not to me, instead of victimizing, or instead of, feeling like we have to sabotage. And the Seven of Swords says that you were dealing with someone or something that, again, was wearing a mask. Sometimes the Seven of Swords shows up because it's self-preservation. It's fight or flight. We need to do what we need to do to survive. But in this case, I just feel like you were dealing with a weasel, right? If you've ever had a pet like ferret, which I don't know, I feel like it probably comes from the same family as the weasel here, but they slither. They can get underneath the smallest of small places, and they get into everything. They're hoodlums, they're troublemakers. And sometimes that Seven of Swords is, dishonesty that stems from a desired outcome. So people want things the way that they want them, and sometimes they're willing to do whatever it takes to get them. And sometimes that's a bad thing. Most often than not, it's not fun. But other times it's because that's what they need to do. They steal to put food on the table so their kids don't starve, right? Or they, whatever. That's just an example. That's a heavy example. But I feel whatever it is that you've dealt with in the past, I just feel like it wasn't coming from a place of genuine, authentic manifestation. It was coming from a place of fear. It was coming from a place of a desired outcome. That's shifting here for you. You're walking away from that. In the past, oh, wow, Five of Swords. The good news is this is a lot of your past energy, past momentum. So no wonder you've been asking for help here, because you were dealing with someone who, wanted to win at all cost. Someone who was very egoic. This is pride, right? Pride before the fall. I always say that the Five of Swords, I would much rather see the Death card or even the Tower, because sometimes that Five of Swords is just ruthless. It's just unkind energy where someone may intentionally go out of their way to make another human being miserable. And I say, what kind of person does that? The person that is, hanging on to that devil with the weasel here. The devil is in the details based on some sort of fear. Fear-based energy, which can even bring about control, dominance, greed, things of that nature. And I feel like you were dealing with someone like that. You were dealing with someone who wanted to win at all costs. Now, what's coming in above you is you're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth about where you stand in this position, or that emotionally you may have been tied to a situation that's no longer serving you. Maybe you were codependent on something or someone. Maybe they were hanging on to you. Yeah, I feel like this energy was holding you back in some way, person, place, or thing. But the good news is you're realizing now that you need to look forward. The quest for something deeper, more meaningful is the path ahead of you, not the path behind you. You have to leave something or someone behind in order to grow, in order to reach that Nine of Cups. That's going to take you disconnecting from the feelings of escapism, or the feelings or emotions or healing around abandonment and even rejection, because someone may be hanging on like a loose tooth, and it's going to feel so much better if you just pull it out, and it's inevitable, it's got to come out at some point, but for whatever reason it's just hanging on by that final thread. And this is you yanking it out. Right? This is you just pulling it out, saying, all right, enough is enough. I've already started to grow a new tooth in its place. So in the near future, we have the High Priestess. This is intuition, and it's your bestie, Cancer energy here. This is mystery and secrets. This is all about spiritual insight. And I feel like you may be withholding information or detaching from something of the past, but that's for your own benefit. It's for your own sake. You need to trust in your intuition here, because what I see is something better aligning for you. There's a new path ahead. You have some secret knowledge, and you're being asked to trust in your intuition, because things are going to balance back out for you. But you have to trust the process here, which you do. I mean, you are that element of intuition. Now, we have in your energy, we have the cat. I love the cat showing up. I mean, I love cats anyway, but this is the Page of Swords saying you're going to land on your feet. The cat has 9 lives, and even though maybe 8 of those didn't work out, you have another one available. And I just see here that your primal instincts maybe kicked in, and I feel like you are going to make a comeback. You are going to land on your feet with whatever help that you've been asking for. And I also see this orange, this beautiful orange feline showing up here, which tells me that your sacral chakra is activated, the sacral chakra of creativity and fertility. It is the womb. And I feel like you are brimming with ideas. The Page of Swords is very much looking for the truth. He's out there researching. You know, they say curiosity killed the cat, but I feel like it's worth taking a risk here because you know that you're going to land on your feet. And I feel like you're putting yourself out there. You're guided to put yourself out there in some way and try something new. Okay, try something new. The Page of Swords is ready. He's ready with his ideas. He is ready to ask the difficult questions. You know, he is ready to record information that's coming through his, you know, divine channel, through his mind, his imagination. And I do see that you are asking some questions, even if they're difficult, but you're moving forward with more truth than maybe you've had in the past with that Seven of Swords. So what's going on in your environment? The Death. All right, well, there's the 9 lives. This is a new opportunity coming in for you. The Death is about renewal. It's about truths. So there's a huge emphasis here around truth, getting honest with yourself, maybe even hidden truths coming to the surface here. Don't let the death scare you. Like I said, I'd much rather see the death. I said that earlier. I'd much rather see the death instead of the 5 of Swords because that can be a mind muckery. That can be just this fly. Have you ever tried to enjoy a night out by the water and you have a fancy dinner and you're enjoying good company and then all of a sudden the fly comes in, even that one fly, and it starts to buzz in front of your face while you're talking, and then you're trying to eat this delicious meal that has been served up for you and it's landing on your food and it's just a nuisance. It's a bothersome. You want to swat away at that fly, and before you know it, you're focusing all of your attention on that pesky fly. And you're trying to buzz it away. You're trying to shoo it away. Now you've come prepared. You've come prepared to this new path because you have equipped yourself with some good essential oils, right? Where that fly doesn't want to have anything to do with you. And even if they do, you're protected because you have done something with your energy. There's a shift here within your energy. And I feel like there's not, you know, a bug spray in the world or oil in the world that is going to allow this fly to get back into your energy. This is done, dead, and over. Why? Because you killed that bug. I feel like you shut the door on that. You know, I feel like it's something that is over with. And yes, there may have been some destruction, but there's a renewal and there is a rebirth. So what's going on in your hopes and fears? You have the Devil. There's probably some repercussions, probably some consequences here that you've had to rebuild, you've had to work out. But I see here that you don't have to live in darkness. For some of you, it feels like you were walking on eggshells. It feels like you were micromanaged, looking over your shoulder, wondering when is that shark going to come in? When are they going to criticize, judge? I feel like some of you may have stayed because of the golden handcuffs. If you don't know what that is, it's oftentimes getting paid a very good sum of money, or it feels like the pay is good, but the work just is drowning you. And we stay. It's golden handcuffs. It keeps you tethered. It keeps you bound. And the shark here is a fear. Like, what if I have to live in darkness in order to financially get ahead? There's a spiritual awakening that you have gone through. And I feel like that's part of your hope as well, is to release, to liberate yourself. Well, that's what the Death card is bringing in, a liberation. What is your outcome? Pisces, you have the King of Wands. Look at this powerful, ferocious feline here. So not only do you have this cute little cat, right? Here you are thinking that you are this fluffy orange house cat. Oh, no, no, no. You are this beautiful orange tiger. Look at these two. So I feel like you are coming back swinging in a good way. You're coming back swinging in a loyal, honorable, ferocious way. And it reminds me of, I think it was a tarot card I seen one time where the cat was actually a house cat, and when he looked into the reflection of the water, the tiger was shining back at him. And I see that happening here for you where, your instincts are kicking in. You're going to land on your feet and you're going to get back to that place of the King of Wands within you. King of Wands, female or male, it doesn't matter. But the King of Wands is a very powerful energy. He's an influencer. He's someone that marches to the beat of his own drum. He's active and passionate and goal-oriented and driven. He could be an entrepreneur or someone who, thinks outside the box because they have that spiritual energy that is backing them up. They have the energy of passion and creativity and willpower. They have that fire that is lit within them. But don't mess with the tiger though. When you mess with the tiger, they can get upset. And I feel like you're using any of that anger to fuel you, to make you a better version of yourself, right? So whatever anger, whatever you dealt with in the past, it's actually fuel to the fire for you to do something about it in a better, healthier way. And I feel like you could use this in your career. You could use this energy to your advantage. So powerful, powerful energies coming in. There's something about being honored. You have an honorable spirit here. Pat yourself on the back because I keep seeing truth, secrets, hidden knowledge, like the truth is coming out here. And then your final outcome, it says loyalty. It almost feels like you have been loyal all along. Like you have been loyal even when people haven't been loyal to you. And I feel like that is some good karma. That is going to come back to you. That is showing up. If you've dealt with someone, if you've gone into maybe a legal situation or a legal battle, even though this is career, this is also money, I feel like there's going to be some hidden knowledge or some truths coming up where perhaps you feel like it's not going in the direction that you had hoped, but I actually feel that there's a big win that benefits everyone. Even if it doesn't look that way to the surface, even if there is a challenge on their ends, let's say they do not get what they were seeking or what they had hoped for, because remember, someone had a desired outcome. Someone was trying to win at all costs. I just feel like it backfires, but in the grand scheme of things, it is for their highest good because it's going to teach them. There's going to be some valuable lessons. But if you have stayed true, if you've stayed true to your path and you have been honest and you have been genuine, I definitely see that there's going to be a celebration here for you. Some of you could be travelers. You could be real estate brokers. Perhaps you are looking to retire in a certain location, or you're counting down the years for retirement. If it's not coming in sooner, then I feel like sooner rather than later for some of you, you may actually be able to retire, but there's still passive or residual income coming in. All right, let's get a message here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have? Wisdom of the Oracle. You have a lot that came through. Let's see. You have chop wood, poised, and milk and honey. Beautiful. So we have card 42. Some of you could be 42 years old, 48 years old, or 51. So the chop wood is about getting things done, taking a look at the mundane tasks, taking a look at your bills and your budgeting and doing the paperwork, doing the administrative work, really looking at the small, minute details of things, because I feel like it's a busy time for you, Pisces, but at the same time, you're preparing, you're getting ready. And that's why you have the poised card, because this is that launching. This is, you feeling like you're ready to take on anything. And look at, we have the wings coming up. So I'm actually going to read this card because her wings are expansive. They are growing. And I feel like the milk and honey is part of what you are going to receive. But let's look at poised here for you. Card 48. And also I am noticing on the milk and honey card, which I'll show you in just a second, there's a rainbow. Now, when does the rainbow come in? When that sun shines down after a storm and things have been cleared out. So it feels like there has been a storm, but things are clearing up here and you're kind of cleaning up from that storm, but you're getting ready here Because once things are kind of cleaned up for you, this is about being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. It is the energy of confidence. You have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you are moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align to this truth. You absolutely are. I feel like you're getting ready. And that's that February, like Aquarian Pisces energy. It may even be in the border on the cusp of that. So January, end of January into February, I feel like you're getting ready. And I would say full on by Pisces season, you're getting a sweet taste of that milk and honey. So let's see what that looks like here for you. Milk and honey is the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity. What did I say? You being authentic. If you have been loyal this whole time, I feel like you're receiving that taste of abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. And the message for you, Pisces, is this. There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary to the world. When you are in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of your abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You are getting a sweet taste of what you want. This is beautiful. And I love how these three came out together and in ascending order, 42, 48, 51. Those could be big numbers for you as well, but this is about ascension. This is about you doing it in this order, chopping wood, preparing and getting ready, and then you're tasting that sweet success. Beautiful. All right, Pisces, let's get a few messages here from your spirit animal guides. And if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through the belly. Hold it as long as you can and release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even majestic. This could be a pet that you have at home, by your side, or maybe they've crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. This may even be a creature that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors, or visited through your dreams or a meditation. There is no right or wrong answer, Pisces. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, All you need to do, Pisces, is drop your power animals in the comment section below, whether you have 1 or 5. Drop them below, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, what do we have here for Pisces? You have Cricket, Serendipity, Moral Compass, and Liberty. Beautiful. This reminds me of Jiminy Cricket. I think isn't he the Christmas cricket? But this is about moral compass and trusting in your true north. This is standing in your integrity. This is the King of Wands in a sense. So I feel like there is serendipity happening, being at the right place at the right time, but also this luck and this destiny because you've created it. You have stood in your integrity. You have been humbled, yes, but I definitely feel like there's freedom. This is liberty. This is that death energy of transformation. Next, you have the Mantis Shrimp. This is about combat. Oh, this reminds me of the 5 of Swords. So you've definitely been in combat, but it's about vibrational sensitivity. You are very sensitive to your surroundings. Like I said, you may be becoming more sensitive and you may be thinking, Mel, I don't want to be any more sensitive than I already am. But I feel like you are becoming that vibrational match because you're getting up out of whatever combat, whatever stress you are dealing with. And your vision, look at the eyes. The eyes are, they're highlighted here on this Mantis Shrimp. They're very large and in charge here. So I feel like your vision is coming to life, and the combat or combative energy that you've dealt with in the past, I feel like you're walking away from in that 8 of Cups. You're leaving it behind you. And even if there was an emotional connection, or even if there was a lot of sensitivity around it, I feel like you know your truth. You know your worth. And lastly, we have the opossum here. This is strategy, it's fact-finding, it's curiosity. It is exactly the energy of the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords energy showing up as your friend, the opossum here. And I feel like you're staying curious about, the new path ahead, and you're doing your research, you're doing your due diligence along the way, you're strategizing, but I feel like you're getting to that King of Wands sooner rather than later. Remember, you're not just a house cat, although sometimes you morph into that energy, but a lot of times you're called to step into that tiger energy. And I feel like that's what you are being guided to do at this time. So both of these come in handy for you. Someone could have orangish hair or red hair even. Someone may even have a pet or an animal that is orange, or maybe even the sacral chakra has been an issue for you regarding health. All right, sacral chakra is 2 inches below the navel. That can be the reproductive system. It can even be the lower back. Let's get a final message here for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces from the soul's truth? What does your soul want you to know? If you had a magic wand and could have anything you desired in life, what would you choose? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. There's your wings. The King of Wands is your fire. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. That's the High Priestess. What do you desire, Pisces? Choose what makes you happy and do that. There's your soul's wings. I love the synchronicities here, and you're going to start seeing a lot of them, because I feel like there is something that you desire. There is something that is about to take flight. And actually, there's the wings with the poised energy. I'm just looking for the magic wand here, but I feel like that magic wand is something you're already holding. Okay, and maybe it's this broomstick, right? We can use a broomstick as a wand. I love that. So chopping wood, I feel like the chopping wood piece could be about you going inward, like doing the work to really connect with your desires and allowing yourself to burn with desire. So this is beautiful. And that's also you wearing that crown, because the King of Wands wears that crown. You're overcoming obstacles here, Pisces. Whatever these power plays, power struggles that you've dealt with in your business or in your career or in financial matters, you're going to see progression. You're going to see that you're taking charge here of matters. You're taking them into your own hands. And I feel like you are moving forward triumphantly. That is what I have for you, Pisces. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And of course, drop your power animals in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.